elected. So he wants to talk about the alliance. He wants to talk about engagement. He wants to talk about reviving close connections between the United States and Europe. This, of course, from his standpoint, which is to say that it hasn't been good enough. Republicans would sharply disagree. Mika?
You know, we've talked along the way in this journey in the different situations Barack Obama has placed himself in, and there have been risks and potential pitfalls that we've discussed. I would think that perhaps we would quantify this as a low-risk situation for him, given the fact that big crowds are his strong suit. He tends to generate energy off from the crowd. Having said that, this is Europe and this isn't America, so it'll be interesting to see how the crowd receives him.
Mika, I can tell you one thing, just from having been here today, there are hundreds and hundreds of people lined up outside the hotel just to see if they can catch a glimpse of him getting out of his SUV and going into the hotel. He is very much a phenomenon, according to the German people that we've been speaking to here. It is just a different kind of dynamic. And as we discussed this with him on the plane coming in, he said, yeah, he acknowledged there is a high level of interest here in Europe, around the world, in this American election contest, as well as back home in America. You know from the polling, people are more engaged at an earlier stage, a longer campaign, yes, but it seems to have captured the imaginations of people on both sides. And clearly, he is a very different kind of candidate. We talked, you and I, yesterday and the day before about how he had to reassure Israel and people there that he would be supportive of the Jewish state because his background is different from many Democrats who have come into the Middle East. Well, he certainly seemed to have finessed that very well in meeting with all of the factions. And as he comes here, he has much less of a burden to reassure Europe because Europe is, to a large extent, looking for something different.
It'll be fascinating to watch all the dimensions